Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and today I'm going to be bringing you my Jantes Inferno reading vlog. So this is a readathon created by readathon. I'll link her channel down below, and this is running from the 6th of February all the way to the 16th. The goal of this readathon is to make our way through the 9 circles of hell. So the first prompt is to betray your TBR, and the book that I'm going to be reading is A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. This is one that Apache picked for me for my 12 friends for 12 books, 12 recs by 12 friends, and I'm very excited about this one. I've heard really good things, and I have recently read Divine Rivals, which I really enjoyed, so it will be definitely interesting to read this one. So the goal of this prompt is to read a library book or an audiobook that you don't own, and something that's not on your shelves. So I'm going to be picking that one up. I got it on my Kindle from Libby, so I'll be checking that one out, and we will be starting off this readathon bright and early tomorrow morning, which I'm very excited about. So I just thought I'd come in, do a quick intro to get this started, and then I will come in tomorrow with some b-roll and some reading updates. So I'm very excited about this readathon. A massive thank you to Jan for creating this again for another round, and if you want to check out my previous Jantes Inferno reading vlog, I'll link that up above and down below as well, so you can check it out, because I did take part and vlogged my whole time reading last year, which is really fun. So I'm going to go, I'm going to get some more reading done before the start of this readathon, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
What are you doing?
Day one of Jantes Inferno. I am currently reading A River Enchanted, and this is for the prompt Betray Your TBR. I got this as a ebook from Libby, so I'm definitely betraying my TBR because this isn't one of my owned books on my shelves. So I am about 30 to 33% of the way in, and I'm enjoying it. So in this one we're following Jack, and he is coming back to his homeland after being called back by like the leader of this island. And when he returns, he is finding out that all of these children are going missing, and he has to play his music to bring the spirits forward so they can have a discussion and try and figure out what's happening. And I'm really enjoying it. It is really lush and beautiful, descriptive, and you can clearly see the images that she's trying to portray. I can't, because I don't see images in my head, but I can see why people love these books so much. I'm really intrigued by Jack. He has a lot of trauma. He believes that he wasn't wanted in this island, and he is unaware of who his father is, and his mother won't let him know. And I just really like the magic system as well. So in this island, all the magic that these people can do, it affects them in a way, so it makes them really sick when they do this magic. Whereas So it's really interesting just to see that these people will do anything to provide for the island, even if it puts them at risk. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm flying through it. It is about 5 in the afternoon, and yeah, I've spent maybe like two hours reading. I chilled outside for a little bit, got a video edited. I got from Pashi.hobbies on Instagram, and she picked this for me as a 12 books by 12 friends. So this is my pick for this month, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, it's great. Happy day 2 of Jantes Inferno's readathon. I just finished a River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, and I'm going to be giving this 4 stars. So I very easily devoured this book. It went very quickly. I was pretty much at 60% by the time I finished last night and went to bed, and it just went by really quickly, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the multiple perspectives that we get in here, and we're following quite a few different characters. The 4 main ones that we're following are 2. We've got Jack, who is coming to the Isle, and then we've got the heiress of the Isle, who is going to be the laird of this Isle when her father passes away. And we're following the captain of the guard and a healer. And the captain of the guard and the healer are in this marriage of convenience. He married her so she could help take care of his child, and then Jack has come to the island to help because the laird called him back. This gives me these Scottish Highland vibes, with also like, it's just a very magical story. I loved how much the island was pretty much a character within the story. It was really great, and I just had a good time with it. So massive thank you to Miss Pashi for picking this book out for me from my 12 friends by 12 Rex, and that is my Betray Your TBR prompt done. So we are going to pick up the next book, which is Blood Temptation by Ibunu Suhudu. This was an arc that I received, and I'm a little bit late with this arc reading, but I'm picking it up now. We've got 1 curse, 1 heir, 1 love, and this is a vampire story, and I think there is a bit of a polyamory relationship, or male relationship in here. I don't know much else about it. I have read the synopsis multiple times, but the information isn't retaining in my brain. So I'm pretty sure this one covers the dark cover prompt. I don't have my phone with me at the moment, so I'm going to start that now. And yeah, I had a really great day today. I didn't really update much today. We went to the gym this morning. We had a fun CrossFit class. I'll insert some footage here if you want to see it. Then we went to the beach, which was so nice and really rejuvenating. We haven't been to the beach all summer because we've been so busy, and every weekend it's been really bad weather. So we had an extra day off work today, so it was just such a nice time at the beach. I feel really rejuvenated. I loved being in the water and chilling at the beach with my partner. It was really great. So yeah, I'm going to curl up on the couch and I'm going to start the next book, and hopefully this one will fly by because I've got a lot more to read. So I'm gonna go do that now. I'm back. I've decided to DNF Blood Temptation. I got 4% in, and I hate the writing style. I just hate how the author writes. I find that the character is very annoying immediately, and I'm already despising it. So I've decided that I'm not going to continue. So now I need to find a new book that is a dark book and features violence. So I kind of want to read something physically. So I've got a couple of options. Do I read something short, like Killing Gravity, which is a sci-fi, or do I read a series and continue with the series that I was really enjoying? So this is book 2 in the A Court This Cruel and Lovely series, or the Kingdom of Lies series by Salacia Stark. And in book 1 we're following Priska, and she ends up on the run because she has a power that she shouldn't have, because when they are babies their power gets taken away, and then when they turn of age they are gifted some of their magic back, and Priska has magic, so she has to run away with the help of a mercenary, Lauren. I can't remember. Lorian? Why can't I remember his name? Anyway, a mercenary who then helps her get out. So yeah, this is A Court That's Cruel and Lovely. I tabbed it up so much, so I think possibly it might be a good idea to continue with this series, because I need to continue. I think I'm gonna go with this one just because a bunch of the girls in my Valaris Vixens group chat are currently reading the series, so I've decided I'm going to pick this one up. Okay, so this is book 2, so I don't obviously want to talk about this too much, but yeah, I'm very excited to continue with this series and go from there, so that's very exciting. Okay, hopefully I don't DNF this one. We are back with another update, and happy day 3 of Jantes readathon. So last night I told you I was going to be picking up book 2 of the A Court That's Cruel and Lovely series, and then I decided that I was actually going to pick up A Court That's Cruel and Lovely and reread it instead, just because I don't really remember the little bits and pieces that are important to this story. So I do think that rereading this will be great, because I read this back in October. I do remember how it ends, but I don't remember all the little small things that are, I believe, going to be important going into book 2 and continuing with the series. So I'm going to reread this. I only got to page 22 last night because it took me so long to try and figure out what I wanted to read. But yeah, I'm immediately absorbed in this story. It's such an easy, fast-paced read, and I'm just so happy to be back here with Priska and Lorian, and I'm just so excited to continue with this series. And honestly, this whole vlog might become a Kingdom of Lies binge-a-thon, because I'm obsessed and I'm so excited to be back in this world. So yeah, I have had a coffee this morning. I've had my breakfast, which was a protein bar, because I wasn't really in the mood for cooking, and neither was my partner. And we are trying to fix the car, because yesterday while we were at the beach I threw our water bottles in the back of the car and they spilt all over the place, and in the boot of our car is actually where our battery is for the car, and our parking sensor that, like, you know, when you're trying to park it beeps at you when you're really close to objects. So our parking sensor isn't working anymore, so now we're trying to pull all the stuff out to dry it out, and hopefully that will work so we don't have to replace it. But yeah, I had a dumb blonde moment and I'm kind of mad at myself. So we've been doing that this morning. We've also been doing our normal Saturday chores, so like our washing and putting clothes away, and then we'll be going shopping, I think, later on this afternoon once I figure out what we're going to be having for dinner this week. So yeah, a lot happening. It feels weird that I've been off for 2 days, but it's only Saturday. So yeah, having this 4-day weekend has just been great. It's been refreshing and rejuvenating. So now that I've filmed one of my videos and updated this vlog, I'm now going to go back and start continuing to read A Court That's Cruel and Lovely, because I've been thinking about it all morning. So I'm gonna go and do that now. So I'll update you when we've got some. I'm just on here to give you an update on A Court This Cruel and Lovely. I am currently 426 pages in, so as you can see I'm very close to the end. This has been the most wonderful reread. It's been so quick and so fast paced to go through. I completely forgot how easily you fall into this world and really love the characters, so I'm just so obsessed. So we are hitting a point in the story now where things are really starting to come together, and we are moving into a more action based, more action for the story. So I'm very, very excited. This is where things start to get revealed, and I'm just loving being back in this world, so I'm very, very excited to continue with this one. So yeah, I am almost finished. I've been tabbing a couple of extra bits that I've seen, and I'm loving that, my reread, and seeing where the author kind of left these little hints that you don't actually see or you forget that she mentioned within the start of the story. So it's been just the best time, and I'm taking notes on some of my favorite quotes because it's just been so fun. But yeah, I'm just having the best time right now, and I'm just so obsessed. And yeah, I'm very excited. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this today, and then I'll be picking up my next book, which I'm a little bit all over the place at the moment with what I want to read. So it might be something a little bit different. It might be Helical Rising, just to get ahead, because I have a group discussion on Wednesday with a couple of girls and I haven't even started the book yet. It might be a beta read. I don't know yet. So I've got a lot going on at the moment. I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed, but we are going to finish this today, then see where we go from there. Alrighty, goodbye. With another update, I finished A Court This Cruel and Lovely just now, and this again is another 5-star read for me. This reread was even better than my first time reading this. I had the best time. I love Priska, I love Lorien, and now I'm ready to dive straight into book 2. But first, I'm going to be picking up a different book. But let's just go through the prompts that that went for. So A Court This Cruel and Lovely ticked off a book with a dark cover and a book with violence. And then the next book that I'm going to be picking up is Helical Rising, and this is a hot pick, so it's a popular / trending book. So in New Zealand and Australia right now, this is being picked up by a traditional publisher. So at the moment, everyone's reading it. It's really popular, and everyone's reading it at the moment, so it's definitely trending, and it is definitely a conflict in the synopsis that intrigues you. So that will tick off 2 more prompts once I get this read for this readathon, which is really exciting. But this is by CC Davy, and she is an NZ author, and the whole series was tradition or indie published, and it is now being picked up by New Dawn Publishing over in Australia, so that's really, really exciting. But this is a book 1 in the Witchling Chronicles. So raised to be a wife, taught to be obedient, expected to submit, taken in as a ward of Lord Draken after her parents' slaughter, forced to navigate a new life trying to become what is required of her in a world so vastly different than what she had known. Then Attica, a kingdom of the witchlings, moves to rise again. Territories long alienated are forced to unite, secrets begin to unravel, secrets that make her question everything. She is Amelia Silvers, and she is about to show the world that even the most unexpected can burn the brightest. So that synopsis just really intrigues me. I love a dark fantasy, and I know that this has either a sapphic romance or a male or a polyamory relationship. I can't remember which one, but I am very, very excited to read this one. And this is signed by the author and dedicated to me, which is really nice. Personalized to me and signed. And I don't want to read the physical copy because I don't want to ruin it, because it is signed and it is a special edition basically for me. So I do own it on Kindle, so I will be picking it up on Kindle. So that's going to be my next read, and hopefully I can get most of it read today. Fingers crossed. I do have a little bit of work to do, but yes, this is the next book I'm going to be reading, and it is only, how many pages? Is there a page? So 353, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. So 359 pages, which is pretty sweet. So I will hopefully fly through this one. So yeah, I'm going to go start this, and then I'll update you when I've got an update. Happy Monday. So it is the afternoon, Monday. I had a really busy day today actually, for being back at work after 4 days off. So I had a doctor's appointment that I had to go to during work, and it was just a quick checkup to make sure all my blood pressure and all my vitals were sweet. And then I also had a physio appointment after work. So I've just gotten home, but I'm here to update you on my reading of Heliacal Rising. So I am currently on chapter 16, which is 115 pages in, and I'm really enjoying this. So in this one we're following our main character Amelia, and she has been taken in by the Lord Draken, who took her in when her parents were murdered along with her brother, and now she is engaged to his son and getting ready to marry him, when a group of people come from the this different part of the world to get people to kind of work together with them, because they're afraid that the witchlings are going to come back and start attacking them. And Amelia meets these people and kind of things roll from there. I don't want to talk too much about it because it will spoil things, but I am loving this so much. I am loving Amelia. She's a great character. I'm loving, honestly, all of the characters. I definitely feel like it's going to be this great found family vibes. I love Amelia's brother as well. He is the cutest and he's so protective of his older sister, which I love, and it's just beautiful watching the relationship. I am almost certain this is going to be a throuple scenario. So we've got a couple in here who are been together for years and years and years, and now we're kind of seeing them get a little bit flirty with Amelia, and enjoy kind of getting her to blush and teasing her a little bit, which is great, and I'm really enjoying it. And I just looked at some of the spicy artwork that I have, and I definitely think that I'm right about this. I'm really loving the tension between them already. I think it might be a fated mate scenario where she might be this third and be mated to both of them, which I think is going to be really good. But I'm loving it so much, and I'm very excited to continue. I do have this beautiful bookmark that I got from the author, and it says "Just breathe, sweetling," which is what one of the characters says to Amelia, which I love. I am currently reading this on ebook just because I do really want to annotate it, but they are getting traditionally published, so I will be buying the new covers and I'll be able to annotate them then, because this one is signed and personalized to me. So if she ever gets like massively big, then I have something to sell if I wanted to sell it, because this is like more of a prized possession more so than anything. But yeah, I'm having the best time and I'm very excited to get back into it and then discuss it with some of the girls on Wednesday. So I have to get to chapter 32 before the end of chapter 32 before Wednesday, which I don't think is going to be an issue because I've already read 15 chapters in a couple of hours, which is exciting. So yes, I'm going to go and I'm going to continue reading. This is a little bit of a longer update just because I haven't updated you in a little while. But yeah, back to work today, which was fine. I'm still training a new guy at work and he's driving me insane, but soon I'll hopefully be able to move into my new position and I won't have to deal with it, which will be top tier. Brilliant, even though it'll hurt my brain a little bit more because I'm learning something new, but I won't have some guy driving me insane, which would be amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna go rest because my back is quite sore and my legs from the gym this morning. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep reading my book because I'm having the best time, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe? Or maybe this evening if I've got anything else to say about Heliacal Rising. So I'll talk to you at some point. Happy Wednesday. Didn't update you yesterday. I was in a bit of a bad mood. My depression kind of hit quite hard, so I just came home, chilled out on the couch and read. And I finished Heliacal Rising last night by C.C. Davy, and I am obsessed. This is a 5-star read for me. It is absolutely amazing, brilliant, wonderful, and just every other good adjective word that you can use to describe good, because I love this. So I loved the dynamic between Amelia Griffin and Celia, and I just loved everything. So this is a male female female relationship, so they all have sexual relations with each other. So it was great. I loved it so much. There is trigger warnings in here, so please do be aware going in. There is a lot of triggers with this book, so do be aware going in. But I love the family. I love all of the characters in here, and I love to hate certain characters, and I'm very intrigued to continue with this series, so I definitely will be doing that. But that ticks off 2 prompts, I think. Let me pull up my phone really quickly. So it ticks off hot pick, popular / trending book. So it is trending across Instagram at the moment because it is being traditionally published. So we are on a big trend at the moment where everyone's reading it. And then it also ticked off conflict in synopsis that intrigues you. So the next prompt is a book you acquired recently, and I just got my pre-order in for Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver, which is the 3rd book in the Ruinous Love series, which follows on from Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark. So in Scythe and Sparrow, we're following Fionn, the last brother of the Kane brothers, and Rose, who is just gotten herself injured, who works at the circus, but the circus needs to carry on, so she has to stay in this town, and she ends up living with Fionn while he kind of takes care of her and while she recovers. So this is going to be taking off the prompt, book you acquired recently. I started reading it this morning, so I am page 58, so 15% of the way in, so I'm definitely going to be reading a lot more of that tonight. But I also went and got my nails done today. I love them so much. I have really bad decision fatigue, so I really struggle making decisions, so I just told my partner to kind of give me a colour pick and pick out a kind of design from Pinterest, and then I go in, show the lady, and this is what she comes out with. So I'm really happy with it. I really like them. I'm definitely more square than I kind of wanted, but I'm not too mad at the square. So I'm going to go and I'm going to continue reading Scythe and Sparrow because I'm obsessed with the series and I just cannot wait to continue. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm also going to start getting dinner ready soon. I'm going to be cooking Singapore street style noodles, which you've had before. Absolutely delicious. I will link the recipe down below if you want. It's from a Better Cheat Meals on Facebook, and it's like really healthy alternatives, not even alternatives, but like really healthy renditions of popular foods. So yeah, I'll link that down below because it is delicious and I am so obsessed with it. Yeah, Singapore street noodles. So it has 490 calories, it has 51 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. So there's chicken, there is some eggs in there, there's some cabbage, carrot, capsicum, green onions, and a lot of other stuff, and it is really yummy. So I'm glad to be cooking that tonight. So I'm going to go and get more reading in, and then I will possibly come back and update you later on tonight or show you some b-roll of cooking dinner, because I've been shit at doing b-roll. I've been really bad at doing b-roll and stuff for this vlog. I feel like this vlog is failing. I just truly struggle to vlog and have energy and do b-roll while I work, because at work I'm doing the same thing every day. And work's been a bit slow at the moment, so I've been in the office, so I haven't really been doing a lot, to be fair. But I come home and I'm very tired. So yeah, I do struggle with filming b-roll and doing things because my days are very routine. I get up, I go to the gym, I go to work, I come home, I go to the gym after work, I come home, I read. So there's not a lot of anything else thrown in there. But yeah, I am going to go read and I'll update you when I've got more progress in this. So yeah, let's just go and stop yapping. Thank you. Hello, happy Friday. So I am just here to give you a quick update on my reading while I'm also panic searching for a book to fill the next prompt. But today I finished Scythe and Sparrow. I didn't update you guys yesterday because I was just all over the place after a long day at work learning my new job that I'm going to be moving into the role of. And so I finished Scythe and Sparrow this morning and I gave it 5 stars. I really loved it. I really love seeing our characters grow and learn what they want from life. It is definitely a little bit more of a slow burn compared to book 1 and book 2, but I still really enjoyed it. So it is friends with benefit to lovers story. I was a bit wary going into this one because I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the going back in the timeline compared to book 1 and book 2. So we're following book 1 and book 2 and kind of we see this point in the story with Fionn and Rose in Leather and Lark, and then we kind of end up going back and watching their whole relationship grow. So I was a bit worried about that, but I did really enjoy it, and it was nice because we had quite a big time jumps in between. The smut was smutting and it was great, so I had a really good time with that. So Scythe and Sparrow completed the prompt. Book you got recently, book you acquired recently. So now I'm trying to find a food or beverage on the cover and a 5-star prediction and 1 more book hand double up. So ideally I want 2 more books, and I started 1 book today while I was waiting for someone to come pick up some gym equipment that we're selling, and I realized, I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. And then I realized that it didn't have food on the cover or a drink on the cover. So that sucked. So now I'm trying to panic search what I'm going to be reading next. So I have no idea. No idea. I've literally spent the last 10 minutes like pulling books off my shelf and I haven't found anything. So now I'm resorting to Goodreads and seeing what I can find and hope that it's on my shelf because I can't do this right now. It's Friday, so the readathon ends on the 16th, so Sunday, but I have a lot to do this weekend, so I definitely want to try and get as much read as I can tonight. So ideally we would like something quick, something easy, something short would be ideal. So yeah, I'm just now freaking out because I don't know what I want to read, because I had the perfect plan and now I don't know if I can do it. I was going to read A Fresh of Breath Air by Allegra Hall, but one of the girls recommended that I don't read that first because it is a novella after the first book, so it would kind of spoil a little bit of book one. Why is it called Cookbooks and Demons but it doesn't show any food? That's annoying. Food or drink on the cover. So now I'm scrolling my Kindle trying to find a book because I don't know. Ooh, I could read that one, but I don't think that's going to be a 5-star. But it is short. I'm just going to keep scrolling until I find something. After a long debate, I decided to just Google, is rose a food? And the first thing that comes up in Google search is, yes, rose petals, leaves, and buds and hips are all edible and can be used in many foods. Roses have been used in cooking since ancient times, which means I am going to be reading Six Scorched Roses by Clarissa Broadbent. So this is the novel between Serpents of the Wings of Night. This is the novella between Serpents of the Wings of Night and the Curses in the Starkest game, something like that. And I am planning on reading this to get through to the second book. So I don't know much about this one. So this is following two different characters from that we've never met before. So in this one we're following our main character, who is a scientist slash doctor, and in her town there is this sickness going around and everyone is dying, and she is trying to figure it out and get people help. So she goes to a vampire and says, if you give me vials of your blood, I will gift you 6 gifts. And she hands him a rose. And that's all I know about it. I think it's going to be a romance between them. It's very short, it's very quick, so hopefully I can finish it tonight. I did start it while I was sitting in the car, like I mentioned, and I just decided to Google if rose was technically a food, and it is. So I'm going to use that because it's a cheat code, and I need to finish this fucking readathon because I'm stressed. So I'm going to read Six Scorched Roses, which also helps me continue with a series that I'm in the middle of, which is great, and that was the plan. So then I'll come back to you once I finish, or I have something to update you on, and then we will finish the last book for this vlog. So yeah. Oh, and Six Scorched Roses is a 5-star prediction for me, so it ticks off 2 prompts, so food or beverage on in the cover or title, and a 5-star prediction. So then after this book we'll only have one more book to read for this vlog, which is very, very exciting. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna eat some snacks because I'm hungry, and yeah, I'll talk to you at some point.
He's freaking loaded. And the pump shoulder, that's huge. Yo, are you kidding me? We just got that. Should have just got in the trap, buddy. Should have just got in the trap. I still got ya. Oh, we got someone already. Come on. Come on. Yo, is someone inside here? I'm out. I got nothing. I'm out.
I think we are going to be taking a loss on Jantes Inferno readathon. I think I'm going to be losing on the last Circle of Hell, but that is fine. So my Saturday kind of went out the window. I found out that I figured out that I'm getting sick, and it wasn't hay fever that was bugging me, and we had quite a few other things that we needed to do yesterday that were very, very important, so I didn't get as much reading time in as I wanted. But on Friday night I did finish Six Scorched Roses by Clarissa Broadbent, and I'm giving this a 4-star. I found that I always struggle a little bit with novellas getting in deep with these stories and really connecting with the characters, but I do think it was a very interesting story. I enjoyed seeing a different part of the world in the Crowns of Neaxia series, and I did enjoy our two main characters. They were quite interesting. I would have liked to see a little, I think I would have liked to see a point of view from Valen. I think that would have been really important to the story, but I did enjoy it. I did like the romance, although it was a little bit more fast-paced than I expected it to be. But yeah, it was very, very interesting, and I'm excited to see how these two characters come into the next book in the Crowns of Neaxia series, The Ashes and Star-Cursed King. So once I finished Six Scorched Roses, I picked up A Kingdom This Cursed and Empty, which is book 2 of the Kingdom of Lies series by Stacia Stark, and I'm obsessed. So I am 160 pages in, so again, I didn't get as much reading in as I was expecting to yesterday, but I've annotated it so much already. I am so obsessed. So this follows basically immediately after what happens at the end of book 1. So we're dealing with a lot of betrayal, a lot of mistrust, a lot of tension between our characters, and I'm really, really loving it. In this one, we're also getting some different point of views, which I think is really, really interesting, and it kind of gives you a broader perspective on what's going on and kind of leaves you questioning about the motives of some people. So I'm really, really enjoying it, and yeah, I'm having the best time. The tension between Priska and Lorien is giving, and I'm just so happy to be continuing with this series, and I am going to be going and buying book 3 and book 4 at some point over the next few days, because I need to continue with the series and just finish it off, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm going to read as much as I can today, maybe take a loss on this one, unfortunately, but on this readathon, but this week, or these last 10 days, have just been manic. Nothing has gone to plan, so I'm happy with what I have read already for this vlog. So if I don't finish this, it's not so much of a lose, but I think I will continue with this vlog until I finish this book, just so you can see my full thoughts and my full review at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm very excited to continue, and I am so obsessed with Stacia. The writing is just impeccable, and I'm so excited and eager to keep reading. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Hello, happy Tuesday. So it is well and truly the end of Jantes Inferno's readathon, and unfortunately I didn't finish it. I failed on the last Circle of Hell, and that was with the A Kingdom This Cursed and Empty. A Kingdom This Cursed and Empty. So I have finished this book since. I finished it last night, and I loved it so much that I had to go out and buy book 3 and book 4 today to continue with the series. But I love this. As you can see, I tabbed it up so much. This is becoming a new favorite series of all time. I'm loving this book. The tension between Priska and Lorien is top tier. If you found family, there's a lot more action in this one. There's a lot more tension. There's a lot more going on. Like, we definitely open up into a wider world. So I really love this, and I cannot believe the cliffhanger at the end of this book. But that concludes Jantes Inferno's readathon. The Jante Inferno readathon. I honestly don't remember what I read for this vlog. My depression has been really kicking my butt this week, so I've been really struggling with memory and being happy and ready to be in front of the camera, but hence why it is Tuesday and I'm only ending this vlog now. But I read Scythe and Sparrow in this vlog, which was a highly anticipated read. I reread A Court This Cruel and Lovely by Stacia Stark to continue with this one, Kingdom This Cursed and Empty. I also read Heliaco Rising, which is a book that I have been wanting to read for a long time, so that was definitely a big one there. And after that, I don't remember. But you will have seen this vlog. Editing Anne will add some extra pictures of the books that I read if I did, because I don't remember. But honestly, just remember that it is okay to not be okay. Sometimes you need to take a little bit of a break and step away. And if you like this video, give it a like, comment down below if you took part in this readathon or if you've read any of the books that I read in this vlog. Let me know what your thoughts are on those books, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Bye.